Have you ever watched a centenarian blow out 100 flickering candles, their eyes crinkling with laughter as generations gather around? Have you imagined the stories etched into the lines on their hands, the wisdom glinting in their gaze? Picture them tending a vibrant garden, their movements slow but deliberate, or perhaps sharing a hearty meal with loved ones, their voices filled with warmth. Maybe you've even seen the grainy footage of those remarkable individuals who've defied the odds, their bodies still strong, their minds still sharp well into their 10th decade and beyond. You might even be thinking, with a wry smile, that reaching such an age sounds less like a blessing and more like an extended sentence, especially when you consider the aches, the pains, the sheer wear and tear that life can inflict. You might be picturing yourself frail and dependent, a shadow of your former self. And let's be honest, the relentless march of time can feel like a losing battle, a slow fade into oblivion where vitality and joy become distant memories. You probably won't survive this current way of living, this constant state of low-grade stress and rushed meals, this neglect of the very vessel that carries you through life. But what if I told you that longevity isn't just about winning the genetic lottery? What if there were tangible, everyday choices you could make right now, simple shifts in your routine that could significantly tilt the odds in your favor, adding not just years to your life, but life to your years? The choice to stop surviving and start living again. And if you're still with me, still listening, still open, I thank you. Because the elderly who change their lives are the ones who first find the courage to listen. You've just taken the first step. Now take the next one. If this message spoke to you, if even one part of it made you pause, reflect, or feel seen, I'd be honored if you'd let me know. Now, let's talk about movement. Not the grueling, sweat-drenched workouts that leave you aching for days, but the kind of consistent, joyful physical activity that becomes as natural as breathing. Think about those communities around the world where people routinely live past 100, the blue zones, as they're often called. What's one of the common threads weaving through their lives? It's not intense gym sessions, it's natural movement integrated into their daily routines. They're gardening, walking to the market, dancing at celebrations, doing chores around the house. Their bodies are in constant, gentle motion. You see, our bodies are designed to move. For millennia, our ancestors were active simply by necessity, hunting, gathering, building, migrating. Sedentary lifestyles are a relatively recent invention, and our biology hasn't quite caught up. When we remain still for prolonged periods, our circulation slows, our muscles weaken, our joints stiffen, and our metabolic processes become sluggish. This isn't just about feeling a bit stiff after sitting too long, it's a cascade of physiological effects that can accelerate aging and increase the risk of chronic diseases, the very things that can steal our years and diminish our quality of life. But the good news is that it's never too late to start moving, and it doesn't have to feel like a chore. Think about activities you genuinely enjoy. Did you love to dance when you were younger? Put on some music and let your body move. Do you find peace in nature? Take a daily walk in a park or along a trail. Perhaps gardening brings you joy. Digging in the soil and tending to plants is a fantastic way to combine physical activity with a sense of accomplishment. Even simple things like taking the stairs instead of the elevator, parking a little further away from your destination, or doing some gentle stretching while you watch television can make a difference. The key is consistency, finding activities you like enough to do regularly, making movement a non-negotiable part of your day, just like brushing your teeth. Remember that crocodile dung sunscreen. Our ancestors moved out of necessity. We need to move consciously, intentionally, to reap the incredible benefits: stronger muscles and bones, improved cardiovascular health, better mood, and yes, a longer, more vibrant life. Now that we've got you moving, let's talk about what fuels that movement and, more importantly, what fuels your entire being: food. The longest living populations around the globe don't adhere to fad diets or restrictive eating plans. Instead, their diets are characterized by something far simpler and more profound: real food. Think about it: whole, unprocessed ingredients that have been nourishing humans for centuries. We're talking about an abundance of fruits and vegetables, bursting with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, the very compounds that fight off cellular damage and protect us from disease. We're talking about whole grains, providing sustained energy and fiber for a healthy digestive system. We're talking about lean proteins, essential for muscle maintenance and repair, and healthy fats, crucial for brain function and hormone production. Contrast this with the modern Western diet, often laden with processed foods, refined sugars, unhealthy fats, and artificial ingredients. These foods are often nutrient-poor and calorie-dense, contributing to inflammation, weight gain, and an increased risk of chronic illnesses that can significantly shorten your lifespan and diminish your quality of life. But making a shift towards real food doesn't have to feel like deprivation. It's about abundance, filling your plate with colorful, delicious, and nourishing options. Think of a Mediterranean-style diet, rich in olive oil, fish, fruits, vegetables, legumes, and whole grains. Or consider the traditional Okinawan diet, with its emphasis on sweet potatoes, vegetables, and soy-based foods. These aren't just ways of eating, they're cultural cornerstones that have supported remarkable longevity for generations. One key aspect of this is mindful eating. It's not just about what you eat, but how you eat. Slow down, savor your food, pay attention to your body's hunger and fullness cues. Avoid eating while distracted by screens or other activities. This allows your body to properly digest your food and helps you to recognize when you've had enough, preventing overeating. Consider the social aspect of eating as well. In many long-lived cultures, meals are shared with family and friends, fostering connection and enjoyment. This social element can contribute significantly to overall well-being. Remember that crocodile dung sunscreen and those joyful daily walks. Nourishing your body with real food is the essential fuel that powers those walks and allows you to enjoy those shared meals with vitality. It's about making conscious choices, not about strict rules, but about cultivating a relationship with food that supports your health and longevity, allowing you to live a longer, more vibrant life filled with delicious and wholesome nourishment. Now, as crucial as movement and nourishment are, there's another pillar of longevity that often gets overlooked in our relentlessly active and achievement-oriented society: rest and recovery. Think about it, even the most finely tuned machine needs time to cool down, repair, and recharge. Our bodies are no different. Sleep, in particular, is not a luxury, it's a fundamental biological necessity. During sleep, our bodies engage in a whole host of vital processes. Our brains consolidate memories, clear out metabolic waste products that accumulate during the day, and regulate hormones that affect everything from our mood and appetite to our immune function and growth. When we consistently deprive ourselves of adequate sleep, these processes are disrupted, leading to a cascade of negative consequences. We may experience impaired cognitive function, difficulty concentrating, increased irritability, a weakened immune system, and a higher risk of developing chronic diseases like heart disease, stroke, and diabetes, all of which can significantly impact both our lifespan and our quality of life. But it's not just about the quantity of sleep, the quality matters just as much. Aim for consistent sleep patterns, creating a relaxing bedtime routine, and optimizing your sleep environment to be dark, quiet, and cool. Think about those long-lived individuals again. While they may not have had fancy memory foam mattresses, they often had consistent sleep schedules, rising and retiring with the natural rhythms of the sun. Beyond sleep, recovery also encompasses the need for relaxation and stress reduction. Our bodies are not designed to be in a constant state of fight or flight. Chronic stress floods our systems with hormones like cortisol, which, over time, can have damaging effects on our cardiovascular system, immune function, and even brain health. Just as you prioritize movement and nourishing your body, you need to consciously carve out time for activities that allow you to unwind and de-stress. This could be anything that brings you peace and calm, spending time in nature, practicing mindfulness or meditation, engaging in a relaxing hobby like reading or listening to music, or simply spending quiet time reflecting. Remember that crocodile dung sunscreen, those joyful daily walks, and those nourishing meals. Adequate rest and recovery are the essential foundations that allow you to fully enjoy those activities and reap their long-term benefits. Without sufficient sleep and regular opportunities for your body and mind to recover, you're essentially running on empty, diminishing your resilience and accelerating the aging process. Prioritizing rest isn't being lazy, it's an active investment in your long-term health and well-being, allowing you to live a longer, more energized, and fulfilling life. Now, let's turn our attention to something that is deeply intertwined with our health and longevity, yet often underestimated: the power of human connection. Think about those moments in your life when you felt truly supported, loved, and understood. How did those connections make you feel? Chances are, they brought a sense of joy, belonging, and resilience. And it turns out, these feelings aren't just pleasant, they have a profound impact on our physical and mental well-being, and ultimately, on how long we live. The longest-lived people across the globe consistently demonstrate strong social connections. They are deeply embedded in their communities, maintaining close relationships with family, friends, and neighbors. These connections provide a vital support system, offering emotional comfort during challenging times, a sense of purpose and belonging, and even encouraging healthier behaviors. Studies have shown that strong social ties are associated with a lower risk of heart disease, stroke, dementia, and depression, and even a longer lifespan. Conversely, loneliness and social isolation can have detrimental effects on our health, comparable to the risks associated with smoking or obesity. Think about it: when you feel connected to others, you're more likely to engage in positive health behaviors. You might be motivated to go for that walk with a friend, share a healthy meal with family, or seek support when you're feeling unwell. These social interactions can also buffer the effects of stress. Knowing that you have people who care about you and are there for you can make life's challenges feel less overwhelming. Consider the blue zones again. In these communities, social interaction isn't just a casual pastime, it's woven into the fabric of daily life. People gather regularly for meals, celebrations, and simply to spend time together. This constant sense of community fosters a strong sense of belonging and mutual support. Remember that crocodile dung sunscreen, those joyful daily walks, those nourishing meals, and that crucial rest. Cultivating strong connections enhances all of these. Sharing a healthy meal with loved ones makes it more enjoyable. Having a walking buddy provides motivation and companionship. Feeling supported reduces stress, allowing for more restful sleep. The feeling of being connected reminds us why we want to live a long and healthy life in the first place: to share it with the people we care about. Nurturing your relationships, investing time and energy in your social connections, and actively seeking out opportunities for meaningful interaction are not just about feeling good, they are essential ingredients in the recipe for a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life. Now that we've explored the importance of moving your body, nourishing it well, prioritizing rest, and nurturing connections, let's turn our attention to another vital aspect of longevity: actively engaging your mind. Think about it, our brains are incredible organs, capable of learning, adapting, and growing throughout our entire lives. Just like our muscles, our brains benefit from regular exercise. When we challenge our minds, we build cognitive reserve, which is essentially the brain's ability to withstand damage and continue functioning effectively. This can play a significant role in staving off age-related cognitive decline and maintaining mental sharpness as we age. The longest-lived individuals often remain mentally active well into their later years. They might be avid readers, continue to learn new skills, engage in mentally stimulating hobbies like puzzles or playing musical instruments, or remain actively involved in their communities through volunteering or other activities. The key is to find activities that you enjoy and that challenge you in some way. It doesn't have to be formal education. It could be learning a new language, taking up a new craft, exploring a new area of history, or even mastering a new game. The act of learning and engaging your brain creates new neural pathways and strengthens existing ones, helping to keep your mind sharp and resilient. Think about the opposite. A mind that is not regularly stimulated can become stagnant, making it more vulnerable to cognitive decline. Just as physical inactivity can lead to muscle weakness, mental inactivity can lead to a decline in cognitive function. But the good news is that it's never too late to start exercising your brain. Find activities that pique your curiosity and that you find genuinely interesting. The intrinsic motivation will make it easier to stick with them. Consider the social aspect of mental engagement as well. Joining a book club, taking a class, or participating in discussions can provide both mental stimulation and social connection, offering a double benefit for your well-being. Remember that crocodile dung sunscreen, those joyful daily walks, those nourishing meals, that crucial rest, and those strong connections. Actively engaging your mind complements all of these. A sharp mind allows you to better plan your healthy meals, stay motivated to exercise, appreciate the benefits of rest, and engage more fully in your social interactions. It adds another layer of richness and enjoyment to life, contributing not only to a longer lifespan but also to a higher quality of life filled with curiosity, learning, and continued growth. Make a conscious effort to keep your mind active and engaged, and you'll be investing in a future where you remain vibrant, curious, and mentally sharp for years to come. Finally, let's address a crucial element that underpins our ability to thrive and live a long, healthy life: managing stress effectively. Think about those moments when you felt overwhelmed, anxious, or under pressure. Perhaps your heart races, your muscles tense, and your thoughts become a whirlwind. While short-term stress can be a natural and even helpful response to certain situations, chronic, unmanaged stress can have a significant negative impact on our physical and mental health. Prolonged exposure to stress hormones like cortisol can contribute to inflammation, weaken our immune system, increase our risk of heart disease, and even affect our cognitive function. The longest-lived individuals, while certainly facing their share of life's challenges, often have effective strategies for managing stress. They may have strong social support networks, engage in regular relaxation practices, maintain a sense of purpose, and cultivate a positive outlook. Learning to manage stress isn't about avoiding it altogether, that's often unrealistic, but about developing healthy coping mechanisms. There are many different techniques you can explore. Mindfulness and meditation practices can help you to become more aware of your thoughts and feelings without judgment, allowing you to respond to stressful situations with greater calm and clarity. Deep breathing exercises can help to activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which promotes relaxation. Engaging in enjoyable hobbies, spending time in nature, and practicing gratitude can also be powerful stress relievers. Remember those joyful daily walks, those nourishing meals, that crucial rest, those strong connections, and that active mind. Effective stress management enhances all of these. When you're less stressed, you're more likely to prioritize healthy habits, sleep better, connect more meaningfully with others, and engage in mentally stimulating activities. Think about the cumulative effect of chronic stress over time. It can erode your resilience, accelerate aging, and diminish your overall quality of life. Conversely, actively managing your stress not only protects your physical and mental health but also allows you to experience more joy and contentment in your daily life. It's about building inner resources that help you navigate life's inevitable ups and downs with greater ease and grace. Just as you've taken the first step by listening to this message, take another step towards a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life by consciously incorporating stress-reducing practices into your daily routine. It's an investment in your present well-being and your future longevity. And so, we've journeyed through some of the most profound and readily accessible pathways to a longer, more vibrant life. Think back to the images we painted at the beginning, those centenarians surrounded by love, their eyes reflecting a life well lived. That kind of vitality, that enduring spirit, isn't reserved for a lucky few. It's often the result of consistent, conscious choices, small daily habits that accumulate over time, weaving a tapestry of health and well-being. Remember the simple power of moving your body in ways that bring you joy, of nourishing yourself with the vibrant energy of real food, of allowing your body and mind the deep rest they so richly deserve. Cherish those connections with the people who light up your life, and never stop learning, never cease to engage that remarkable mind of yours. And when the inevitable storms of life gather, remember that you have the capacity to navigate them, to find your inner calm, to manage the stress that can so easily diminish your precious years. These aren't quick fixes or fleeting trends. These are fundamental principles, timeless wisdom gleaned from those who have walked this earth for a century and more. Embrace these habits, weave them into the fabric of your daily life, and watch as your energy deepens, your resilience grows, and your years become richer and more fulfilling. The journey to a longer, healthier life begins not with grand gestures, but with small, consistent steps taken each and every day.